other women in areas where they feel they want to bloom bigger, better, and show up bolder in those areas, be it in your career, be it in your business, be it in your life. So thank you for coming back, guys. I see you're all coming through, and there's new others that have come through. Nomi Bongo, I see you. Rakwa, hi darling. I saw your partner also joining earlier on. Auntie Maureen, thank you for coming back. So I'm gonna get right back to where we were. So I was obviously waiting for you guys to ask the questions, but I just figured let me share from my lessons of how I got to where I am unapologetic about who I am, and I create everything from a point of confidence. So I show up in my business life, I show up in my relationship with my husband, I show up in my relationship with my friends without issues around life. Jabu, I see you. Mrs. Gwala, you now joined with your personal handle. I see I also have a request for someone to join me live. I am going to bring you on board just now, Nomi Bongo. I was right in the middle of something that I want to carry on and continue with, so I'll bring you on board just now. Anyone who has questions, please let me know by dropping the question on the question box next to comments. And if you have comments, please just drop them how to get over anxiety. So I'm going to start with what is anxiety. From my lesson in my 20s, this was me in the middle of a corporate career in Unilever. My definition eventually, when I got to understand what was going on, anxiety for me means it is an indication, it is a sign, like almost like a robot that indicates whether things are going for red, like amber or red in your life, or there's things that you are not dealing with that you should be dealing with. So anxiety comes through when you are also holding back from being who you want to be or who you should be, because you're thinking other people will not approve, or you think you're waiting for people to validate you. So anxiety presents itself in various ways, but the way I've looked at it is a guidance from your inner person, from your inner being of who you truly and authentically are, that says you are not showing up as yourself. You are not fully presenting who you are, and you are lying about certain things in your life. So you would see that anxiety will come through when you put a facade of something that you are not, put a facade of something that you maybe a lie about certain things. Okay, it's not good. It keeps cutting. I hear you, Auntie Maureen. I will try. Give it a... Jaden, please tone down the music and get off Wi-Fi. All right, so I'm going to go back to that to say, so one of the things that I used to get over anxiety in my career life, or like literally when I was working, was to journal. Literally listen to my inner person and say, what is this anxiety panic attack telling me? So I was dealing with fear that was not valid. It wasn't because there was things that were threatening my life, but it was because I was creating the fear based on the fact that I was not allowing myself to be. I was literally like, call it like tiptoeing, walking on eggs, and like wanting the other people, other races to approve and validate and say you're doing a good job. But I then got to a point where I got to understand who I am. So self-discovery and a personal or inward journey to who you are will help you tap into your, I call it your unique bloom power, where you are able to create and show up in life authentically, being who you want to be, who you've dreamt of being, and who you were created to be. It allows you also an opportunity to find out what are your strengths and self-doubt or without worrying what other people will say. So that's an issue in most cases where people, okay, so I'm supposed to bring someone here. Nomi Bongo. Nomi Bongo, please request again, sweetheart. Nomi? Supposed to see if I can. Hey Nella, thanks for joining us. Nomubongo, please request again. So anyone can request to join this live. It's meant to be an open conversation, open coaching session where you may have questions in your life, in your career or your business, or areas that you want to talk about. We have been talking about the power of networking. We've spoken about how to make your employees serve you. Of whatever the need that comes up out of this coaching session. I'm praying to God that the previous video did post itself on the EGTV, and if it didn't, sincere apology. I'll probably have to record a mono what you call it, when you talk to yourself. Hey Prue. Okay, her network is not good still. I'm going to go live with D, unable to join. Mpo. Hi Mpo, let's see if you're able to join me. Let me know. Let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this day, guys. I've really spent the day relaxing. I did a bit of work for 2 clients that I was kind of running behind in terms of delivering what I promised. So I did that while lounging. And then in the afternoon, I felt, let me actually offer 67 minutes of this kind of coaching. So any question you may have, guys, just inbox me and we will deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to cancel Mpo because she's making me wait. Amanda, how's my amigo there? Guys, I'm giving you an opportunity here to come on board, tell everybody who you are, what you are focusing on right now in your life, which area would you like to grow in your life. Hey Mike, how you doing? Mike, I think, is a sports commentator on Vuma FM. So if you are looking for that kind, let me know. Let's teach Auntie Maureen. Auntie Maureen, if you see something that is requesting you to come on live, just press yes and see if you can connect live with me. She's one of the ladies that sent through a business question on how to grow her client base. So we did touch a little bit on that. And see, I'm also waiting for a while. Lady Yako, let me know. Okay. So guys, should I just carry on and share what's in my heart? Cool. Second thing that I shared on another page recently was about believing. So if you want to be successful in your career, your business, or in your life, it starts with you believing in yourself. It starts with you believing in the one that gives you the power, one to breathe even when you're fast asleep at night, one that makes the sun obviously rise every single day, and just holds the earth together. Even though right now it feels like it's falling apart, he still holds it together, right? I can hear you. Oh, okay, cool. So I thought you were going to join me live, Maureen, but I'll carry on now. I shared my business lessons with this network called Working Women Worldwide. And I'm going to take you through what I shared on that live. So I shared the first lesson as believing. I also posted it on the page. So if you didn't listen to that video, you can also read about it. For me, believing in yourself is a very powerful thing, and it's something that I've learned in business. I mean, if you're going to pitch your ideas and concepts to a client, or you're going to sell a product, you first have to believe in the product. You've got to believe that the product works, because you can't sell something that you doubt that it will deliver, or it will actually give the benefit as per the promise of the brand, right? So similarly with you, if you don't believe in yourself, people won't believe in you. And that's a starting point for anything that you want successful in life. And what happens is that when you believe in yourself, and I'm referring to faith, it means that you are able to see the thing that you want, the thing that you dream of. You are able to see that thing before it even happened, right? So if you have a goal and you say, I want to secure 2 clients per month for coaching, I want to sell 10 products this week or this month, that's the goal, right? One, you've got to see it in your mind. You're going to see it happening, so you set a goal, whether you put it as a vision board and it's something that you look at every day, or you read it in your journal every day. I will secure 6 clients this month. So without obviously setting a goal, you also can't believe in you achieving the sales that you want to achieve, or growing the business the way you want the business to grow. And obviously this for me is also a starting point in terms of just sent a question. Not sure if you have received it. I'm going to check it out. There you go. I see. Okay, so Prue says, I'm gonna try and read it. I'm very opinionated in nature. That's very good, because that means you have your own perspective, and you do want your perspective to be heard. So it's not something bad. At some point, I decided to intentionally listen more and talk less. Let me see how talk less. Listen more, talk less approach, because it was hindering on some areas of my life. Oh, I hear you. So tell me, what is the question? Because I don't see the full question. I see the initial part of it. It just says, yes, I decided to speak less because it was hindering. I totally hear you, Approve. So thanks for everyone who's come through. I see Umdoni, I see Madame Classic Closet. So that's very much what I refer to as self-awareness, Prue. Self-awareness is when you know which areas are your strengths, and which areas are maybe areas that you need to focus on. But 2, you also know how certain qualities of you can rub certain people off or the wrong way, So what you do is what you can do is that you write your opinions. Use that strength in writing the opinions, perhaps for an article that could be discussing something that is a controversial issue, or something that is topical, right? So use your voice and your opinions to lend different perspective, but maybe not speaking directly, but you could write it. You could write a book that could be a bestseller, because you are giving people different perspectives and opinions around things that they may not agree with. And we are not here so that we can agree with each other like yes all the time. We want to be challenged, and in being challenged, we're being stretched, and we can both parties can see a better perspective, or a different perspective, or a broader perspective of something where I may have had a narrow-mindedness around it. So there's nothing wrong with it, but I totally must commend you in that you are aware that your personality can sometimes perhaps land you in trouble. And so what you need to do is don't silence yourself. Find another outlet for those opinions in a way where they will be appreciated, maybe in a debate environment, whether it's in live news, or where you are actually bringing in an opinion in a radio session. I hope I was able to engage that properly, Prue. I've got, how do I continue being me without making people feel oh my word, you must not okay, so let's talk about this. The one thing that I said earlier on that I learned in my 20s was, 1, knowing who I am, and 2, finding my voice, and then using my voice where I felt was best too, right? And that's all good and fine with me. But what you are doing right now is that you are allowing other people's feedback and opinions to hold more value in your life than what you believe about yourself. So the negative of that is that you could then be discouraged and be made to feel less or reduced by people who then say avuthanda ukhuluma or ave ucabanga ukuthi ungcono. So the best way is that you must not associate your worth, your value, and your greatness with what people have to say. So don't wait for people's validations. At the same time, don't wait for their compliments. We don't do what we do because we get complimented all the time. We do what we do because we believe that it is aligned to our purpose, and it is exactly what you came here to do. So those who find you to be too much, they are not your people. They are not the people that your purpose is here to serve. So let them be and let them go. And don't let that make you now hold back in who you are meant to be and who you are supposed to be. And you would find that by doing that, you are robbing those who are aligned to your purpose. I hope that shines a little bit of a light there, Prue. And let me know by a comment below on that, in that, if I was able to address that or highlight how I would look at it. So don't let people validate you or depend too much on validation, such that when their comments are negative, then you feel less of who you are. I will take any further questions if you guys have. And if you don't, I would love to maybe speak about this time a bit and share a bit of insights and things that I've learned around this time in being able to pivot and stay active in business, and which I'm very grateful for, because I also think it's not something that is happening for everyone. So for those who have lost jobs, my Mandela Day contribution in that is, perhaps this is the time where you get to then permit yourself and allow yourself to pursue the things that you were holding back while work was taking all of your time, literally consuming all of you. This is a time where you can take a pen and paper and start writing down your dreams and working them, breaking them down to goals, finding research, backing yourself up basically to create the things that you've always wanted to create. That's one. Two, if you really want to go back into being employed and you want to land a job, LinkedIn has launched a new feature where you can now say you are in the market or job market. And the lady that you can talk to that is a specialist and a silver bullet of LinkedIn is Nolene. She is at Ladybugs, but the bugs has a Z and at the end. So hit her up with a DM. She offers coaching, but she can obviously give you a LinkedIn audit for free, where she tells you, you'll probably walk away with 10 tips of how to make your LinkedIn work for you in landing the job. And then two, use this time to evaluate where you were in the current job, or what kind of job would you like to have. So it's important that you don't take just any job, but I mean, you set your own vision for the kind of job that you want. Hey, Winnie, thanks for joining us. And I see, oh yeah, also joining us, Flex app. And Prue, thank you so much for giving back the thumbs up, or giving me an indication that you were happy the way that I shared my insights and what I think is the best way to approach the challenge that you have with people thinking you, maybe you are too much for them, right? So I was on people who have lost jobs and they're looking to obviously land the next job. The next best thing, once you've written down the kind of job that you want to secure, is go and hit those people's or jobs, the executives that are in those specific companies. So you could even be as specific as, I want to be a marketing manager in a FMCG space. So you will go be intentional about who you're going to connect with on LinkedIn, but you're not going to just follow them. what you want to do is follow the people who hold the HR role within the companies that you want to work for. So you might maybe want to list 5 or 10 companies that you think you would love to work, or you believe this is a brand I'd love to work for. Make that something that you visualize, make that something that you think about every day, and then write a short message that says, how will you add value for this brand if you were given an opportunity? So, hi, Knox. I'm a qualified brand manager who have 10 years experience, and I've always loved this brand, and I can add value in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if there was an opportunity to work for you. And here is my link with my profile. And don't make them come back to say, where's your CV, or where can I read more about you? Hit them with the link. And then focus on sending those maybe 10 a day to different HR directors, HR managers in those companies that you are pursuing, right? And then also then send your profile to recruitment agencies who may right now be looking, right? And then you don't just send a CV that is like skeleton, year dot to year dot, I was this, year dot to year dot, I was that. You're never going to land a job like that. What you do is you profile yourself based on competences for different positions and the value you were adding in those positions. So people want to know, when you were a brand manager for this toothpaste, what did you achieve? What things did you change? What strategies did you offer? So work on your profile and your experience, and then offer that when you're sending your CV, instead of just saying, year dot, I worked for your dot, and your dot, I worked for your year dot. And then they don't even know what your strengths are, what your qualities are, what your value add will be. And then for those who are obviously self-employed like myself, it's a very challenging time, I know. And but it also presents an opportunity where we are innovative in the way that we do things. So there's a lot of us that right now you have to probably look at, how do I offer the service that I've been offering in person in a digital way? How do I make sure that they can secure this via online or e-commerce? How do I engage more on the digital platforms that maybe I never used to before? Who can I collaborate with that currently seem to be active or have a following of the people that might be my target market people? So if you want assistance, obviously in the business space, I'm available, and my coaching services are available, where I take you through step by step of things that you can, strategies that you can implement immediately to turn around your business and to start engaging with a market you never probably engaged with before. The one thing I will highlight is target marketing. During times like this, we don't have huge budgets to just speak to everybody. You want to be clear who's your target market, who needs the service that you have to offer. And you want to also fine-tune and articulate your benefits, your added value, and what brand promise you want to give those people if they are buying your product or if they are joining your network. Why should I join the yoga network? What are the benefits of actually being part of the yoga network? Right now, everybody is looking for wellness. So every day you say, these are the morning wellness things you can do. This is what you can this is the time you can join us for a group yoga session. I'm teaching people why it's important to meditate. And during this time, people need mental health even more than physical health, because we were talking right now about believing, and it's all about the mind power. So when you believe, you also then are making sure that your brain kickstarts the process of creation and believing by imagining it happening. So you've got to see it before it even happens. So for the boss ladies that are here, it's great. I mean, don't be afraid to inbox people. Like Winnie, we could do a collab where you actually teach the Bloom Inside Out women on how to meditate and some yoga moves that help your blood flow into your head, salutation, whatever you call a dog, the dog poses that you offer. And I'm saying so because you are here, and I've been thinking about, obviously, maybe let's talk about the mental wellness that, and then how you can get that through meditation and yoga. And I see there's quite a high intake and uptake of yoga, meditation, mindfulness right now and during this time, and people need it the most. So I don't know if I'm leaving anyone. I spoke about careers, if you've lost your job, how to turn around things right now. And 2, I spoke about people that are running their businesses in terms of how you can turn things around. There's a lot more, obviously, that you can offer. It's not just the digital space, but it's about fine-tuning your messaging and fine-tuning your pitch when you're engaging with people, but also tell people what you do, be in their faces, share and post testimonials and people who have actually enjoyed what you do and love the products that you have to offer. And for those who were not in the first live, I have launched a book that is an amazing dose, like potent dose of inspiration for this time. One thing that I will promise you about this book, you will not get to the end of the book without the book evoking an area in your life where you probably had parked off a dream, parked off a desire, or you kept on thinking, I'm afraid, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to go about it. This book will get you into action mode. You will pencil down the things that you want to do and achieve. This book will make you feel like doing it even when you didn't feel like doing it. You know, so I call it an alarm clock for latent dreams and desires. And I think it's going to be quite handy for, as a quick read when you feel depressed and you feel disheartened and you feel like just your mind is going through the negative, like consistently, you want to change the way you think by just grabbing that. So it's supposed to be an everyday pick me up, motivate me, inspire me, self-empower yourself, while you can also on a daily basis work on different sections of the How to Bloom areas of the book. I hope that it does wonders for you. And we will be hosting a live launch via Zoom, a digital launch, a virtual launch via Zoom in the first week of August. And that I will share everything in terms of the details, which day it's going to be. And then following that, I will be hosting workshops to speak to those different, I think 12 how to, one, tap into your unique bloom power. That means you can create the life, the career, and the business that you want, how to do that. And we will be delving into every section of that book, of that part of the book on a weekly basis for 6 weeks during August and Women's Month. And then obviously in August, by the end of this month, you can't download it without paying me for taking time to pen it down, to share my insights, to share my lessons, and the tried and tested strategies that I've used to continue blooming, pivoting, call it evolving for 16 years in business, and we still are blooming. So you do want to take advantage of everything that I've shared in the book, and I hope that it does really, one, inspire, two, fuels you forward, and three, gets you to take the action that you've been almost like excusing or putting all kinds of excuses not to do. And hi, Makeup by Pagamile, thanks for joining us. So I'm about to wrap up because we are in 30 minutes of second connection. So that's all that I'd like to share for now. And we've launched Flourish Friday. So if you want to join me on Friday on a live, where you hop onto the live to share the things that are successful for the week, your successes, your wins, and you want to share what you've learned that week, you want to share things you're grateful for. So you can just hop in for 2-3 minutes, and we will do that for an hour while we are sipping our favorite drinks. So bring champagne, bring wine, bring coffee, bring tea, whatever you want to say cheers to a good week. So we'll do it every Friday. I'm calling it Flourish Friday because I just want us to celebrate our successes, to celebrate even the small shifts where I was in a much better mood this week. I was in a better, joyful state of work this week. That is something that you can celebrate. That is something that in celebrating it, you will cultivate more of that habit in your life. So next week, Friday, Flourish Friday is going to be on. And we will be celebrating our small gains, our shifts forward and upwards, and really just continue to say, keep blooming, keep pursuing the things that you want. What time on Friday? So I've decided it will be 4 o'clock. Mpo, that's a good question. 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock is very busy in terms of network. 4 o'clock, the sun is still shining, so there's a bit of a sundowner moment as I take a sip. And 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, every Friday, we'll do it until we get out of this whole lockdown, where we just celebrate each other. So you hop in and you tell me with immediate effect contents. Exactly, with immediate effect. Sorry. Some of us do keep like things that we love. You know how Oprah says, when you love something, you don't buy one. So, you know, we bought when it was opened. And then when immediate effect came, we were fine. But we will just drink coffee, drink tea, make juice, you know, things that are available. That's okay. You can put some sparkling water and, you know. She's going to kill me. Prue's going to kill me. I can offer some as well. Not selling, just deliver a gift for a friend. Let me know if it gets hectic. But on that note, I'd like to wrap up. If there's no further questions, thank you so much for hopping on and allowing me to share insights, strategies, tools, and everything that I have learned in my business journey, in my personal life, to help you also bloom bigger, brighter, and bolder in your career, in your business, and in your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night.